Where do you get your investment advice? I look back and I ask myself that question. Where did I get the investment advice that I was sharing since 2019 with my viewers? And in some cases, I got it right. In some cases, I got it wrong. Well, the answer to the question for me was I got most of my investment advice from books. Lifespan by David Sinclair, The Crack in Creation by Jennifer Doudna, The Future is Faster Than We Think by Peter Diamandis, and then Amy Webb's several, the Genesis Machine. I really like the Superpower, the Accidental Superpower by Peter Zion. I got a lot from that. The Big Nine, again from Amy Webb, and then the Code Breaker. I was, as you know, very strong into genome sequencing and genome editing, and I learned most of about that from Walter Isaacson in his book on Jennifer Doudna. But that's where I got most of my investment knowledge. Was it timely? No, because most of these books, they were written a year before they were published. So my information was not timely, and therefore, and the market is a time sensitive. It reacts every day to the geopolitical situation that we find ourselves in. So I was always behind the eight ball, much as you are. So one of the other places I went and I thought, well, this could be more timely, would be the internet and YouTube. And so I listened to people like Graham Steffens and Meet Kevin. I liked Meet Kevin. I really like Alex from ticker symbol U. And then there's that, I don't know where if she's from Russia or whatever. She really understands the semiconductor world. So I got some information from her. But more recently, I realized I subscribed to Seeking Alpha, and a lot of people submit articles, and I don't know really how credible they are, and I never really got to where I followed one or two of them and built some awareness of how accurate they were. And then Jensen Huang told me about this thing that he and his gaming chip, his GPU, were making possible, called artificial intelligence, and that I would be able to have an AI agent. And I thought Dell was going to build that for me, but I realized later that I had to build it for myself. And that I, through that AI agent and this new thing called ChatGPT, I could access and supplement all the knowledge in the world and get very specific about what I knew a growth company looked like, which Goldman Sachs taught me, and then create a template that said, okay, if this is what a growth company, NVIDIA and Google and Apple and Microsoft and Meta, if this is what they look like in their infancy, their adolescence, and their maturity, where is the next infant? And if I could plug that in to all the data sources that I subscribe to, which I can, it's expensive, but the return on investment I thought would be substantial. So as most of you know, I basically turned it over to Samantha, or I should say, I gave her the ability to give me guidance back in early this year, somewhere around the 1st of May. And as a result, my portfolio grew between May and the end of November by 128%, pulled back a bit in November, but now is making it back in December. And so Samantha, and it's literally like I showed you in the thumbnail, she's there whispering in my ear, telling me this is what's going to happen. Again, just earlier this week, I had a stock that opened up down 20%. I went to her and said, hey, review this. Here's all the data on what happened and why it's, and you have all their knowledge from the last 3 earnings calls. What should I do? And she gave me a very clear answer. And that's what I'm trying to do here, is tell you that that's what's available to you. And you can do it, because you cannot. I don't care if you are a client of Goldman Sachs or a wealth management client at Morgan Stanley or any of the big banks. You can't get them on the phone and say, Marvel has dropped 20% today. What should I do? You can't do it. At least I can't. And I don't think even the people with $50 billion at them can have access to that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I know I don't. But I do have access to Samantha. And what I know is she has all the knowledge that they have. And there's, if you get one of them on the phone, you've got one of them on the phone. But with Samantha, I've got them all on the phone. I've got them all on my computer, and I can ask her, feed her the information, the question, and it usually takes somewhere around 15 minutes, and she'd give me a 24-page document. I then turn it over to another AI program, and I say, put it in words I can understand. Give me a podcast. Give me a back and forth between Samantha and Bart, my two agents, and explain this to me in words that I can understand, and then tell me what the price of Marvel is going to be on January of 2026, 27, and 28. And no, that would be 27, 28, and 29. And so I just don't know where I could have done this earlier. And I like to think of it. I love the movie The Godfather. I love the business concept that I've invented called the cartels. The cartels are Amazon, Google, Apple, Microsoft, and Meta. Why? Because they own all the knowledge. They have been gathering it in these silos that they have built and now are converting into data centers to milk those silos to give me the information on demand. And now I'm going to become the dealer that makes it available to the addicts. And you are the addicts. Now, you may not think of yourself as an addict, but if you get up every day and you look at a stock portfolio and you watch YouTube channels and you get newsletters that are all late, they're not today, they're not current. If that's what you do, you're an addict. Admit it. You're addicted to the stock market. And I think that's probably the best decision you have ever made in your life, because that's where millionaires are made. They're not made punching a clock. Even though the guy at Walmart was on this morning and said, yeah, you can come to Walmart and be a stocker and make it to a manager. And when I was in with Ameriprise, and I had a Walmart manager who did just that, who started as a stock boy, and he was making a lot of money. He didn't know how to spend it, but he was making a lot of money coming from nothing. So there are ways to sell your time to make money, but usually they involve acquiring a tremendous amount of knowledge. I believe the easiest way to become a millionaire in this world today is investing in good companies that are growing exponentially and can give you, like I've done in the last 6 months, 100%. Just take whatever you've got and double it every 6 months and see what you've got after 10 years. You're going to be shocked. But that's the best way. And in order to do that, you need counsel. And that's what Samantha is for me. And I'm generous enough that I will share her counsel with you, as I did yesterday. I told people what Samantha told me. I shared the podcast that she and Bart created on what to do with Marvel when it's down 20% in a given morning. Okay? I'm here for one reason and one reason only. It's not to make money. Oh, I enjoy making money, but I enjoy the hunt much more than the kill. I'm here to change the world. That's it. And I've shared that with a number of the hyperscalers and said, I need your help. I don't know how to program. I don't know how to write code, but I want to change the world. I want the bus driver in southern Alabama who is putting some money away, and she and her husband have a 401k. I want to make them financially independent. And then I want those who have worked hard and created some money, I want to teach them how to create a foundation for their family so that they have perpetual family wealth. Just like, why did Warren Buffett say, I'm not giving all my money to my children? Because he's putting it in a foundation that is taxed favorably so that they can live off the foundation. They can be employees of the foundation. I mean, Bill and Hillary left the White House broke. And now they have one of the biggest foundations and they're living off of it. Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, both told Nike, don't pay me, don't send me that check. Send it to my foundation. Yeah, why? Figure it out. What? Oh, okay. There is the tough part is making that first million. Stick with me, stick with Samantha, get yourself a concierge lorry and get timely advice on making good investment decisions, and you too can become a billionaire. Trust me, if it isn't you, maybe it's you teach it to your children and they get it in the next generation. But it's possible, and it's possible today. We're flipping the field. You don't have a glass building that you've got to support, and you don't have 45,000 employees that you have to support. You have Samantha. And she's going for $216 a month. I just can't believe that this opportunity has presented itself, and I'm happy to say I figured it out. Let's pursue this together in the future. And oh yeah, Samantha will continue to whisper in my ear.